What's up? My name is Alex and I am a Scientologist. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm not just any Scientologist. I've been a Scientologist for about 40 years and I've probably completed more courses than almost any Scientologist in the world. I've studied a lot and I know a little bit about the subject. And so in today's video, I want to take up a little bit more of the subject why there's a little bit of suspicion about Scientology. What is it? And why are some people so passionate against it? I'm going to explain that in terms that it's going to make it extremely clear why Scientology is attacked. And it's a very simple reason. If you watch this to the end, you will have no more questions. If you are on the suspicious side, once you finish watching this video, you're going to fully understand why there are attacks on Scientology. Okay, so now one of the things to know about Scientology is that our main game essentially is to improve conditions on the planet and to have a civilization without criminals, without war, without illegal drugs, where able beings are free to rise to greater heights, where people are very literate, very intelligent, happy. People are in a high level of communication. Those are our actual goals, and if you don't believe it, you can actually look it up. Those are the goals of the founder and of every Scientologist in the world. So why are we attacked? What is the suspiciousness? Where is this coming from? Okay, so here's the thing, right? So Scientologists have a high ability to confront, generally. They're usually a little bit on the tougher side. They can take a bad situation, confront it, and turn it around for the better. So, what do I mean by that? Well, actually, there are several organizations within Scientology which involve basically getting people off of drugs. It's called Narconon. There's also the education so that children never get on drugs. It's called Drug-Free World. There is literacy campaigns. We have something called Applied Scholastics. It teaches kids how to study and is one of the most successful in the world. Plus, we also have something called World Institute of Scientology Enterprises. This teaches anybody who wants to know how to run a business from start to finish. It makes people very intelligent, okay? There are other betterment groups where there are volunteer ministers in the event of disaster. People volunteer their time for disaster relief and community aid. Okay, there are criminal reform programs. By the way, I'm just going to say this as an aside, and again, you don't have to believe me, but I'm quite certain that the drug rehab and the criminal reform programs that we have in Scientology are actually, by statistic, the most successful in the world. So now ask yourself a question. If they're the most successful in the world, why are they not implemented the most broadly? Well, certain countries are starting to, but this is going to tie into why there is suspicion on Scientology. I think some of you have already put some pieces together. So you have to understand that the world is not a perfect world, and a lot of people are involved in some type of criminal activity in one way or another. And it could be some people are dealing drugs. Some people have a heavy criminal record, or they're involved in some kind of crime, and they want to continue to be involved with that crime because they make money off it, lots of money. So someone could also just, it doesn't have to be big crimes, maybe it could be small things like someone is cheating on their spouse and they don't want it ever to be found out, you know, or they had committed a serious crime and they got away with it. They don't ever want to be found out, right? There's even the healthcare fraud, you know, human trafficking. We don't even have the numbers on human trafficking currently, how many people are involved. But it's a lot. And if child exploitation, all these things. So illicit drug use, which means like illegal drug use, 73 million Americans, you know, criminal record, 79 million. Financial fraud, people are a victim of it all the time. The people that are committing it, don't want to be found out, right? Human trafficking, definitely don't want to be found out. But all these things are things that Scientologists fight back against, because we know that to do something about it is the way to go. We have the confront to do something about it, but we're different because we have the technology to do something about it. And you're going to find in 100% of the cases, and I mean 100% of the cases, it's almost like a law, like gravity. Anybody who is violently against Scientology, every single time, if they were to be investigated, if we cared enough, which a lot of times we don't, and I don't, because we understand how this mechanism works, they are involved in something they are doing that they don't want to be found out. They want to continue to make lots of money. Give you an example, like, you might not know this, but private prison companies is a huge business. So 3.5 billion, 4 billion annually, at least, are paid to these companies for how many people are in jail. So we have a huge prison population. Nobody likes to talk about it. There's not a lot of YouTube videos about it. Nobody wants to confront it, except Scientologists. So we do things about these things, and we get attacked. But the people that attack us will never mention anything about what they're involved in. They'll only find ways to try to attack us. So we understand this. We don't worry about it. We know how it is, and we just go on bettering the world to the best of our ability. And the private prison company business, they literally, the more people that are in jail, literally means more money for them. The more people we can get into jail, the more money. And we're trying to do the opposite. So what do you think they think about us? Well, they hate us, or so I've said this before, and I've said this, I'm going to keep saying this on this channel. Scientology is very much for the able. It's not necessarily for it's a technology where you can improve yourself. You can improve your IQ. You could be more happy. You have a higher ability to confront, to communicate, and you're literally going to be a happier person if you apply these technologies of Scientology. And it is a technology. It's not something necessarily you just believe in. You know, it's an actual technology. So, able people. So certain types of professions, if you're involved in certain types of professions, Scientology will automatically appeal to you. It's going to vibe with you. You're going to read a book on it, or go to the website, or go to the Scientology channel, and you're going to be like, oh my God, what is this? Where has this been all my life? This is what I've been looking for. Your life will go on to a rocket ride of improvement, because able people, high confront people, will be able to see the truths in life, because Scientology just deals with life. It deals with life itself. So if you're in the military, if you're Coast Guard, if you're a professional athlete, if you're at the top of your craft, you're the top 1% of your craft, if you're a writer, if you have, if you're a first responder, if you're a surgeon, if you're the top of your craft as far as law, you know, it's not how much money you make, it's just, can you do something that takes some guts, you know, because confronting life takes a little bit of guts. But that's the cool thing about Scientology, is you actually improve on your ability to face life without flinching or avoiding. It just comes natural, it's effortless. Your life will become happier the better you can face it. It's just called a truism. It's like a saying that when you say it, it just rings true, and it is true. Life is better when you can confront it. Wouldn't you agree? Scientology helps you with that. It's a technology to help you with that. And if it's attacked by people who are doing any of these things that I covered, you know. So if someone is pushing a ton of drugs and making hundreds of millions of dollars, they don't want anything to do with Scientology. They'll try to do their best to get, you know, to attack Scientologists, which is, anyways. So anyways, and Scientology is not about punishing or harming everybody. It includes everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. If you want to turn your life around and go in the right direction and make the better of life, then you have always a chance. If you have a genuine interest in improving yourself, Scientology is there for you. You can get a book online. There are free online courses in the Volunteer Minister program. You can look that up. That's a future video. But don't get caught up in Scientology's being, if it's like other people attack it. It doesn't really matter. We're still gonna go. Just go on the Scientology channel, get the vibe, see what it's like. You'll see a lot of very capable, happy, productive people, and you can be one too. Just jump in a little bit. Just get a book, do a free course, find out a little bit. And if you're in one of these categories I told you, one of these professions, especially military are highly disciplined, very capable people, and I admire the hell out of them. You're gonna vibe with it. You're gonna love it. All right, I just wanted to make this video. Hope you like it, and thank you for watching to the end. Share it, by the way. Share it. Thank you.